So we were discussing about isomerism that is not completed. This is the part 2. I was doing tautomerism in last video. This is the continuation. I was telling in brief about keto-enol system, that is not just yet. Tautomerism will consider three different sections. One is keto-enol system, another one is paratautomerism, and the third one is triad system containing nitrogen. So when we come to keto-enol system, we already know keto-enol system is converting any ketonic group, that is our C double bond O group, into all. Yeah. So this is our keto-enol system. So in keto-enol system, we are again going to cover some more important things. That first one is enolization. Due to this lockdown, you see, I have to change my marker. I don't have marker. I should get a new one. Will get it as soon as possible. Yeah, I can understand. This thin font is quite difficult for anyone to focus on. Sorry. So enolization. Enolization is very simple. By its name only we can see enolization is formation of enol. Formation of enol. So formation of enol will be like the percentage of formation of enol, how it varies when we see aldehydes to ketones and esters and different functional groups. So this is the image which will show how the formation of enol varies, increasing order of formation of enol in the image. Then coming to stability of keto and enol forms. Stability of keto and enol forms. I mean, which is more stable, keto or enol one? We have seen now the increasing order of their formation, but the stability is different from that order. If we see acetaldehyde and ketone, I mean acetaldehyde and acetone, the enol formation, that these two wants to stay as in this form more than converting itself into OH. So the enol form of these two is very negligible, very negligible. So there are few factors which can increase the conversion of ketonic group into enolic groups. Those factors are very important and can get which is is the formation of enol is going to happen with the particular compound or not. So what are those factors which can affect the formation of ketone or enol interconversion? So the first factor which is very important is intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Intermolecular hydrogen bonding. The hydrogen bonding is one important thing that is considered in every factor. The hydrogen bonding is kind of a mediator for everything. Where there is a hydrogen bonding, there will be a massive change in your topics, the variations. And the second one is aromatic nature. Aromatic nature is nothing but, I can say, resonance also. Aromatic nature, resonance in ring structure. So that is also very important one. And the third is formation of conjugated system. Formation of conjugated system. Conjugated system. One is hydrogen bonding, another one is aromatic nature. If it is not ring, then if it is having double or triple bonds, then formation of conjugated system. So these three are important in keto-enol system to know whether the ketonic group is going to form enol in which percentages. Higher possibilities are the lower possibilities. As we see any reaction, in the end we will say this is the minor product, this is the major product. In the same way, these three factors will decide whether the enol formed is in a lesser percentage or in a higher percentage. So one by one we can see how this happens to be giving enols. See here, acetoacetic ester 1,3-dicarbonyl compound, keto form is 93%, but enolic form is only 7%, because there is no much hydrogen bonding, and so this is not even the conjugate system. So keto form is more preferred than enol form. Enol form is only 7% here. So coming to our next example, see here, this is acetyl acetone. Keto form is only 24%, but when we see the enolic form, it is having interhydrogen hydrogen bonding here, and also the conjugate system double bond which can be movable to one place to another. So this here enolic form is more preferred when compared to keto form. Keto form is only 25%, but enolic form is 76%. So this concludes that the intermolecular hydrogen bonding and aromatic nature and formation of conjugated system gives more towards the percentage of formation of enols, not the ketones. Next one is effect of solvent. Effect of solvent on keto-enol system. Keto-enol system. So how the enols will be formed, which solvent is used? We'll have, as we know, two kinds of solvents. So the one is polar solvent. And another one is non-polar solvent. So the polar solvent, as we see, it could be water, or it could be alcohol, acetic acid, and acetic acid. The polar solvents will definitely form hydrogen bonding, which don't want a ketonic group to convert into alcoholic group. So if you use polar solvent in any of the keto-enol reaction, the formation of enol are less. Enolic formation using polar solvent is less. The same way, if we see for non-polar solvents like hexane, toluene, or any for that matter, the non-polar solvents will increase the percentage of enolic forms. For example, if I say for water, enol formed is only 0.4%, but for Tolvin solvent enol formed is 20%. So this will give a major enol formation. And then coming to one more factor for tautomerism keto-enol system, I should say the presence of alpha hydrogen atom in the given compound you are using for keto-enol system. If I say example, propanol. So it is having the structure, you see, CH3 CH2 C double bond O H. So is this contains alpha hydrogen atoms? Yes, see here, this is our alpha carbon atom and it is having alpha hydrogen atom. So this is definitely going to go under keto-enol system. And another example, if I say any aromatic compound like acetophenone, see, yes, definitely this is our alpha hydrogen carbon atom and these are our alpha hydrogens. So this is also going to give us a keto-enol system. So the second one in our tautomerism is what I said in the beginning, that is para-tautomerism. What is this now? Para-tautomerism. We saw keto-enol system. This is para-tautomerism. What is the difference between the keto-enol system and the para-tautomerism? We saw it is also keto-enol system. Here also the ketonic group is going to convert itself into alcoholic group. The only difference is para is the hydrogen present in the ketonic compound. This should be a para hydrogen. The hydrogen presence in the para position will shift itself to the oxygen atom to convert it to a enol, that is para-tautomerism. We see here, this is alpha hydrogen atom, this is going to shift itself, but in para-tautomerism the hydrogen which is going to change from ketonic group to alcoholic group, it should be in the para position. The very simple example I can say, see here, the hydrogen in para position, we know ortho meta and this is a para position, this is our ortho position, this is meta position, this is para position. So para position hydrogen will give us a alcoholic group. This is going to form a simple phenol using this particular hydrogen or this at a para position hydrogen. We are getting a enol form. From ketonic form we got a enol form using para hydrogen, that is our para-tautomerism. Very simple, no confusion. Keto-enol system will simply going to get a formation of ketone from enol, but in para-tautomerism particularly we are treating with the para positioned hydrogen to get a enol form. Okay, so this is it. And one more example I'll show you. See, this will definitely going to happen only in aromatic compounds because para positions are not possible in open chained or non-aromatic compounds. So here also we are going to take, as I said, this is ortho, this is meta and this is para position. So this hydrogen is going to convert this ketone into alcohol. So this this is our enol. So these two happened are para-tautomerism. So the last tautomerism system is, as I said, it is triad system. So the last tautomerism, as I said, it is triad system containing nitrogen in it. So in this there are again some 4-5 types, but very most important for your JEE and NEET and IIT is nitrite nitro system, nitrite nitro system, and another one is nitro acinitro system, acinitro system. These two are very important and other are not important. However, I'll just give the examples. If you want, you just take the screenshot of it. Okay, so the other ones are nitroso oxime, I'll give examples one by one so that it will not be confusing. The first one, nitrite nitro system. The main thing about the tautomerism containing nitrogen is the tautomerism of this compound having nitro group. They are having nitro group on primary or secondary carbon atom, and they should, the nitro group, the tautomerism showing compound which is having nitro group should the nitro group will be on primary or secondary carbon atom, and that should contain alpha hydrogen in it. As we already know, alpha hydrogen compound will show tautomerism if the alpha hydrogen atom having compound which is also have nitrogen compound on primary or secondary carbon atom, that will also show tautomerism, and that is we say it as triad system. So the first one which I will give example is for nitrite nitro system. The example for nitrite nitro system is, as we see, HON double bond O. So this is nothing but our nitrite form. In amines and in nitrogen compounds you will come to know what are nitrite nitro things. There I'll explain that. So this is you just take the screenshot of this so that you will keep in mind the examples at least. So this is our nitrite form, and here you see the hydrogen here, this will replace and come and attach to this nitrogen, and that it will form nitro form. So this is also our tautomerism containing nitrogen. So this is one example for nitrite nitro system. And coming to nitro acinitro system, example for nitro acinitro system, that is, as I said, nitro form is having the hydrogen alpha hydrogen atom and nitrogen containing 2 oxygens. So for acinitro, it is, if you see nitro system, we can say take the same example but with the longer chain. So we can say this nitro form. Here this hydrogen will replace itself and this will replace, this is a nitro form, and it will form tautomerism of this nitrogen form. Nitrogen form. See, this group has changed itself. This is nitro. Why it is nitro? Because this compound is having some acidic property, so this is nitro form. So coming to, as I said, these two are important. Other than this, if we say, as I said, nitrosooxime. For nitrosooxime, we can see example. You can simultaneously take screenshot of this video, whichever the section you want. So R2CH N double bond O, this is a nitroso form, you know that, nitroso form. So here it is converting it into oxime form. This is oxime. For oxime, we also can call this as isonitro. Okay, this one is also there, and other systems are also there containing nitrogen, which are, I don't think, very most important. Only important are the nitrite and nitroform, nitro and acinitroform. This one is nitrosooxime form. The same way they are like imine to enamine, and another one is azo to hydrazone. And another one, last one, I feel is amide to imide. These are not that important. If any doubt and if you require more details on it, on these three, I can again go for it. Thank you so much. And the tautomerism here is completed, and the next one is structural isomers. Those are physical isomers.